Good morning, travelers. We are in Ensenada today, and it's a lovely day. I'm going to go into town and wander around a little bit and see what mischief I can get into. I'll let you know what happens. It occurred to me that I have not shown the shuttle process for Ensenada. I've been to this port several times, but this is the first time I've actually taken the shuttle. If you're not familiar, there's actually, from the port, there's a quite inexpensive shuttle option. So you go out and you hang a right and you go all the way down, and there's a sign that says the shuttle, and it's $4 round trip. And I waited there for a little bit, and a van came up, and he originally said $3, and I told him the sign said $4, and I gather he was thinking $3 for one way versus $4 for the round trip. I gave him $4. He gave me a return ticket, and we waited a little while for more people to come, and we had a group with us who were on the Norwegian Jewel, which was the second ship that was berthed there with us, basically. We went into town. They had part of their party meeting them at McDonald's, and the shuttle driver was kind enough to drop them off. We passed them, and they kind of waved and said, "Here we are." And then he pulled over very quickly and let them off early, and then he brought me to the normal shuttle stop.
Where does the shuttle bus pick up from here? Over there? Thank you. Inside of the shuttle bus. Just a little van, basically. So this is where they drop you in Ensenada. They actually drop you in front of the Louis Silver down there, along with a coupon for 30% off the silver, just in case. There's a 7-Eleven. Might need a Slurpee. You can get these drugs for less pharmacies about every block, and then they have other meds for lesser down there. So there's pharmacies all over the place. And of course the vendors are a little aggressive sometimes.
So ladies and gentlemen, welcome to your Captain's Circle party here tonight. My name is Christoph, and I am your cruise director here on board, and I can tell you it has been an absolute honor being able to sail with all of you this cruise. Now we have a brand new class of ship coming out as well very soon. Do we know what it's called? No? It's called, so we have the Discovery out already, and that is part of a different class of ship. It's part of our Royal class, right? So the Royal, the Regal, the Sky, the Majestic, and now the Discovery and the Enchanted. Massive, massive ships. But we have more coming out. I can tell you now, just as a little secret, we have 2 brand new vessels that are currently being built in Monfalcone in Italy, and it's called the Sphere class. Yeah. Sphere. Now, I've heard a couple of rumors about this, and I'm not entirely sure if they're true. I can tell you that Monica, who is our future cruise consultant, will know a little bit more about this. So she'll tell me, she'll be able to be like our mythbuster to see if these rumors are in fact true. Now, what I have heard is that the Sphere class is called the Sphere class because of the shape of the vessel. It's essentially going to be a ball that gets popped out at sea, and you get to bob around for a little bit, which is ultimately a good thing because we're here for sea days, right? Yes, this is a positive. And if we ever want to change direction, I heard that we have to send everybody down to the hull of the ship, and everybody starts running in the same direction. It's not the Liars Club. I would never lie to you. But like I said, it's just a rumor. I don't know if it's true or not. But I have heard another thing, and this could potentially be true. We don't know yet. That it is called the Sphere class because the bridge is built with a full 360-degree view. And I'll be moving up there as my new cabin. Nice panoramic little view for me. Alright, so folks, we do have the Sphere class coming up for you very, very soon. We're looking at about 2023, I'm thinking, and the second vessel in 2025.
Who's seen a management game show before? I've already. Couple of you, so you know what to expect. Who's never seen Marriage Match Game Show before? Okay, not too many of you, fabulous. So what I'm looking for is I'm looking for 3 couples, 3 married couples from the audience. I need a newlywed, a midlywed, and a good God, how long have you been wed?
So, what is the craziest place that you've ever had belched? Wow, wow.
Wow, wow.
Well, we did used to work together, so I'd have to say it was probably at her desk at work.
Okay. Now, we do need to elaborate just slightly. Was it on the desk or under the desk?
Neither.
Just at the desk? Perfect.
How about a chair?
Okay. So we are sitting in a chair. Brilliant. Was any stationery used at the time?
Stationary?
Yeah, any stationery. We just need to try and get as much info, just to make sure that we try and get some points out of this at the end.
Yeah.
No stationery, perfect. Were your colleagues there in the room at the time?
No.
Good, safe. Perfect. We're looking for, we have gone through everyone, yeah? Brilliant. So we're looking for the craziest place that you've ever made whoopee, done the deed, done the job and dirty, got biggie with Mr. Jiggy. Embarrassing. Is this embarrassing for any of you?
No!
I don't know if you didn't know this already, but we are all family at this point. Also, once we leave the vessel, we'll just keep talking about it behind your back. You just will never know about it. Are you ready? I'm ready. Are you ready? Yeah. Perfect, tell me. The craziest place. Work? Work? Sounds good. But we got a little bit more specific than that. So where specifically at work did this happen?
My desk.
That's clear enough. But we got even more specific than that. So specifically, was it on the desk, under the desk, next to the desk?
Oliver.
Well, that isn't what we heard, but I'm very happy for you. Alright, so Margaret, can you tell us specifically where the deed was done?
Specifically, it was in your chair at your desk at work.
We've given you some time now to have a little think about it. 30 or so years, right? Yeah. Have you got anything on the top of your list? The craziest place?
Hot tub.
A hot tub.
Yeah. On our honeymoon.
On your honeymoon. Was it on a cruise ship?
Yeah.
Where was it?
It was in the mountains.
In the mountains, on your honeymoon. Where did you go on your honeymoon?
1989.
1980. Oh, that's brilliant. And where was it in the mountains?
A place called Purgatory.
Purgatory! Purgatory! Excellent! Excellent!
I love it. And it explains so much. So coming over to Lisa and Brian. Now Lisa, Brian told us everything. There were a couple options to choose from apparently, but he went with one very particular one. Where do you think he said was the craziest place you've ever done it?
On the balcony at our apartment complex.
On the balcony. We got a view. No, not that one. But it must have been the next one.
In a hot tub in Uray, Colorado.
Alright. Now where was this hot tub based specifically?
At the hotel we were staying at up on the side of the hill.
Uh-huh.
Overlooking the city.
And what was this place called? It's a very cool name. And quite relevant. Margaret, can you tell us what the...
Springs Hotel or something like that?
Oh, Hot Springs is one way to look at it, I guess. But Margaret, what was that name that we're looking for?
I may have misheard. I wrote purgatory.
Yep, that was it. We're going to Purgatory. Does that ring a bell?
It was on our head.
Well, that would be correct. I think we got a match. Good job. Oh, you got it. We are obviously here for one very important reason. Whether you watch the show or not watch the show, we are just here to find out the craziest place that you've ever done it. The craziest location you've ever made whoopee, done the deed, made the animal with two backs. I don't know how else to put it. No, we're looking for the craziest place you've done it. 52 years must be quite a long list, but if you can narrow it down to like maybe 4, that'll be fine.
Well, as I said, we're 52 years, but a lot of experience comes from that. But that's an easy question for me to answer. Can I hear a little history?
Yes, please.
Little history, please.
My wife and I loved to do walks, and when I was serving in the service in Germany, we would do Volkswagen roads, called Volkswagens. And every Saturday we would go to a town in Germany and walk 10 kilometers, and then afterwards have beer and bratwurst. So on.
Wait, is that code for something else?
So on one particular walk, it was a romantic walk. I got to remember, we're walking with hundreds of people on this trail, especially in the Black Forest in Germany. And boy, we got excited as we came around the corner. We found a place in the bushes. And so we ended up with a beautiful day.
A beautiful day, out strolling around the Black Forest in Germany, after having beer and bratwurst. Bratwurst.
Yes, that's what I say is easy question, easy answer.
All right, and here we are, Bob and Carolyn. Yeah. We already know, so just want to tell us.
We already
Where
know.
did it happen?
We already know. That's a funny thing to say.
We were living in Germany and we used to go on Volksmarches all the time, which are like the 6-kilometer hikes. And we kind of pulled off the trail. Was that in France? I think this was the Volksmarch in France, wasn't it? We were living right on the border. Anyway, it was during this hike and we just sort of went in the bushes off the trail.
Now, just so that you know, we did also hear about the beer and German sausage.
Yes, I always had very good snacks, beer and sausage. Yeah, that's what I went on hikes.
Well, I love that answer. Give a big round of applause. Good answer. 100%.
Hello, fellow travelers. Solo Sue here, and it is day 5 of the Ruby Princess cruise, and we were in Ensenada. So anyway, I did not buy anything there. They also have the pharmacies that are on every single block, usually on both sides of the street even. They are everywhere there. And if you are not familiar, they sell a wide range of things that would normally require prescriptions in the US. And you can take a look at what they have there. And they had one that was, they had a superhero statue, I guess. He was more than life size. And he was super Viagra. So I'm not going to inquire too much about his superpowers, but I thought that was rather a funny statue. I did not get a picture of it though, because I didn't want to encourage the vendors to try and drag me in there. So that was my day in Ensenada. I did stop at Papa's and Beers and had some nachos. They were okay. That was the liquid cheese sauce, which is not as good as, in my opinion, as melted cheese. And it had tomatoes, wedges, and avocado wedges on it. And so that wasn't bad. It was $8. And then I had a pina colada there, which was $7. So that, together it wasn't a bad little snack or lunch, So I also, let's see, they had the Captain's Circle party today, the cocktail party for Platinum and Elite members. And they gave us a total of 2,060 passengers on board this time, and I believe the capacity is over 3,200. And so that sort of gives you an idea how full this cruise is. And I also did attend the Love and Marriage game, which was it was entertaining. They did have a hard time getting people to volunteer, which is fairly unusual. But our newlywed couple, the people who had, wound up in the newlywed category because they only had 3 couples actually volunteer, had been married 16 years. And I wouldn't normally call that a newlywed, but So yeah, it was fun, and I am back in my cabin. Tomorrow is a sea day, and I'm going to wander around and see what kind of mischief I can get into, and I will let you know how it goes. Solo Sue signing off.